Hi, hello, me again. Ignore the hair, and also my apologies for disappearing. I ended up being sick, and there are one of two things. One is that it was cold, and two is that it was dying. We'll find out in a couple weeks which one it is, so I just wanted to let you guys know that I know my schedule was relatively better, but got worse very promptly. Not surprising to me, but I was really hoping to keep up the schedule, but I got pretty sick, no fever thankfully, so hopefully that means I'm not dying, but guess we'll find out because they don't have, you can't really get tested unless there's very specific circumstances. I'm really hoping that's going to change, but I should probably contact my GP, but we'll see what happens. And yeah, also I've got a few videos lined up. Let me know if you want them. There's a couple Watch Me fails. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but they're not that interesting. They would need editing, but I don't feel like editing, so just let me know if you want them or not. And to move on, today I decided to do something easier. I was recording a video before this, but then I realized now that was boring. So today we're going to do a tour of the records that I have, because I have a record player and I love records. And I love playing things on vinyl. And two funny stories. One is my mom, this is really short, but my mom looked at it and she was like, why do you have this? She grew up with records. She's like, but now they're digital, that's the whole point. She doesn't understand. Secondly is, it broke for a while and I had to fix it inside. So I sat there trying to be a little electrician that I am and fixed it. But I fix everything with duct tape. And I think duct tape is highly underrated because duct tape can fix anything. So, to move on to the records that I have, I'm just going to do them like in order of what I've got in my basket. So the first one is this even the right side? I don't know if this is on the right, I think it's this way. It's Oasis. So, sorry. I'm going to do stories of my records. So this one was actually, I know I have it now, but it was a gift from my fiance, kind of, where he loves Oasis. And so I got Oasis so we could listen to it together because he doesn't have a record player. So I absolutely love Oasis, and it was because one of the first songs that I heard together was Wonderwall, and trying to play it on the guitar, and I just have good memories with it. Second one is, this is Crybaby, but I used some of the pictures to hang them on my wall, and one of them I'm doing an art project on. And so I love Crybaby because I love the darkness and the way it's still innocence mixed with darkness, because that really expresses a lot of things, and I relate to it with my childhood because a lot of things can be dark when you're a child, although this is an exaggerated one. Also, I really want K-12 because that one, you should watch the movie. It is fucking amazing. I love it, and I love the songs, and a lot of them I wish I had when I was growing up, especially Principal one, where it's like sneaky peeky, money seeking, always creepy, fucking creepy, got it on the down low. I'm gonna stop embarrassing myself. I've actually been thinking of uploading some songs. That wasn't really my scene, that was me attempting, but I was doing it quickly because there's a lot of records here. Third one, Against Me. I don't know if many people know this, but I absolutely adore Against Me. I probably sing some of the songs because I love their songs where it's like, I used to listen to them when I was a teenager because I would go to this CD store, and I would sit there for hours when we would travel to Bahrain, or Bahrain as people say for some reason. But we would travel to Bahrain, which is a little island near Saudi where I used to live, and we would go there, and they had this music shop, and my parents would let me stay in there for hours, and I would sit there, I'd grab a stack of CDs, take them to this counter, and they would let me put on these headphones and listen to them, and I'd be like, no, not this one, not this one, this one, and I would buy a bunch of them, and I adore them. I adored them so much, and I had so much fun doing that, and it was amazing. And Against Me was one of the ones that I found, and one of their songs was like, white crosses on the church lawn, I'm gonna smash them all. And the other one that I used to listen to when I was a little emo child was, I was a teenage anarchist looking for a revolution. Okay, fourth I think is Billy Joel. I love it, and one of the reasons is one of my favorite songs is Vienna, because it reminds me a lot of myself, and even my mom says so, where it's like, slow down, you crazy child, you so wound up for a juvenile. And then the other lyric, which is, where's the fire, what's the hurry about, gotta slow down before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in the day. Yeah, that was my favorite thing. Like, that was what I used to be like when I was growing up. Fifth, I think, Badlands. Love this one. I grew up with Halsey. I used to listen to it when she had like just her EP, and the song Hurricane just expressed a lot of me when I was growing up, and it still expresses a lot of me. Like, I know it's kind of cheesy, like I'm a hurricane. It's like, I'm a wanderess, I'm a one night stand. I'm a hurricane. And I'm singing that horribly, but I love that song. I don't think it's in Badlands, but other songs like Roman Holiday and let's see, some of my favorite songs were Roman Holiday and Castle. I'm headed straight for the castle. They're gonna make me the queen. And there's an old man saying, probably shouldn't be so mean. I'm straight for the castle. That one, and Drive I love. Where that one, I don't know why I'm singing all that, but I love singing, so. I can't remember the rest. And the Roman Holiday is the, so for now let's get away on a Roman holiday. Yeah, and Control is another one that I love. And Young God and Ghost, I adore Ghost. Next one, let's see. Oh my god, Placebo. Okay, Placebo is a very, very important band to me because I grew up and it was one of my favorite songs, one of the ones that really hit me hard. It's not on this album, but this album actually had another one where it was a really important time, and it was when I was sort of figuring out my mental issues. The song Meds, where it's like, baby, did you forget to take your meds? Baby, did you forget to take your meds? And that song really related to me when I was first figuring out that, like, yeah, you need fucking meds. Now we're going into the Taylor Swift collection. Okay, two of them. We'll get to the other ones. The first one of them is Reputation. And I don't think I look like someone that will like it. I don't know. But I love Taylor Swift because I grew up listening to her. It was something my sister loved. And I just love the way she writes her lyrics. And with this album, I love how, like, angry it can be. And I don't know, I just think it was her just being like, you know what, fuck everyone, and I can be who I want to be. And then we have 1989. And I have good memories of this. A lot of this is, like, good memories and the way the songs are. And some of them, like, Blank Space is a bit cheesy, but I just love the way it's like, sitting car, I can show you incredible things. I love the tune of them, with some of them. I'm doing this fast because, like I said, I've got so many records. Next one, we have Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. Now, I have a huge thing with Halsey, as you can see, and I love this one. Some of my favorite ones are 100 Letters, Eyes Closed, Alone, Sorry. Honestly, so many of them. The Devil in Me. I love it, and I relate a lot to her songs, the way she writes them, the way she talks about some of the hard topics in such a poetic manner. Now this one, I can't find the record, and I don't know why, and I'm very upset, but I have the cover for it, which is the My Chemical Romance. I was a little emo child, and Helena and Ghost were some of the ones that I actually found when I would go to that store and listen to the songs, and I didn't like find them on Tumblr or anything. I barely know how to use the internet. I didn't know any of that. I didn't watch YouTube till I was like 17, and I just fell in love with their songs. I had no idea who they were. I was just listening to them. I was like, oh, fucking cool. I love this. Next one. This one is actually my best friend, Cigarettes After Sex. I like it, but it sounds what I call really sleepy. My friend actually said that another one inside, she called one of my songs sleepy, and that explains this type of music so much. It's okay. I don't mind it. It's just not when I'm driving, especially because it'll just make me sleepy and I'll fall asleep. Next one. And this one is Paris, which I used to call Piverous. Yeah. And this is their, I believe, second album. And I loved their first one, fell in love with it around the time that I first found Halsey, or like around when their first album really came out, like initially. Oh crap! No, don't do that. Oh, my computer. Okay, it did the thing again, sorry. Just ignore that part. Next one is Fearless. This is one of the ones where it's not like I like all the songs. I like the songwriting. The sound is a bit iffy, but it was one of those that I grew up with. You know when it's like cheesy songs that you grow up with that you love, and I still love the way the songs sound and the story writing. I love the way she wrote things like a story. Let's see, hopefully I didn't lose my place. Oh, next couple. We have two of my favorite ones. Fleetwood Mac. This one's actually my best friend's, but I love Fleetwood Mac. I love their tune. I love how relaxing they are, but they're not too sleepy. And The Cure. Gotta live up to my gothic persona. Love The Cure. It's Friday. Okay, I'm not gonna even try that one. But I love The Cure. A lot of these I'm just gonna be talking about how much I love them. Okay, let's grab a few more so I can speed this up a bit because I'm getting tired of leaning down. Tiger's Jaw, another one of my best friends. I don't like it too much, but it's okay. I like it. Also, I love the way the cover is. Can you see it? Like, let me just cover that for a sec. Can you see the cover? I like the cover a lot. There's a little cat on it and a dog. Bauhaus, another one that I grew up with. Bela Lugosi style. You should try it. It's very gothic, very kind of like specific taste, but it sort of grows on you. Balance and Composure, another one of my best friends. It's okay. Again, kind of sleepy, or I don't know if this was a sleepy one, but it was okay. But again, the cover is really nice. Now back to My Chemical Romance. This is the yeah. That's all I can say about it. I just realized how fast I'm going through these. I think I'm just getting lazy and tired of leaning down. And also I feel like if I went too slow, this would be really, really boring. Okay, let's grab some more. Oh, no, I can't grab that many. Okay, next one. Balance and Composure again. Same thing that I said before, but the covers are really amazing. I love them. I love the artwork in here. The songs are pretty nice, but the artwork is one of my favorite parts of it. My Chemical Romance, this is my best friend, but again, I just have a ton of My Chemical Romance, and I can't say more than I've already said. And, okay, we'll start with this one, which is the Room 93, which is the EP that one of the first things that I listened to, which has Hurricane, Empty Gold, Trouble, and Is There Somewhere, which I love that song. I showed it to my fiance. It really reminded me of us, and Halsey is something really special to me, part of my growing up and part of the way her lyrics are and how much I relate to them. And then we've got this one, which is another very special one. It's like extra special because this is something that my mom showed me. Joni Mitchell. This one's called Hijra, which is from, I know it from the Arabic word Hijra, meaning to make a journey or a trip or a big, like, that's what they call it when you go to the Kaaba or black box that they would go to for they need the one time in their life where they have to go. There's Umrah, which is just going at different times, but this one is the one where they have to go once in their lifetime. And it also just means a giant journey, and you can use it for that too. And I like the way it used both those, and she's not Arab, and I love Joni Mitchell, and it shows me like parts of my mother, how she grew up and what she liked and those types of things, and it's really a lot of expression for me understanding my mother and me also relating to it myself, and also I just really love the title too. Okay, next one. I hope this one isn't too boring. Now we have Glass Animals, which my cousin showed to me, and it's just a really relaxing, fun thing. The artwork is great. It's really fucking amazing, and the problem is with this album is that there's a part where it keeps skipping, and I'm so upset about it because it kind of ruins the song, and it makes me upset. Again, another My Chemical Romance, my best friends, but because we both love it, but I don't know. I don't know what else to say. There's just so many of them. Another couple of Billy Joel ones, which I actually got from this record shop that I think was moving or closing. I believe they were moving, and so I got them at a really, really good deal. Again, love the songs. Where is it? I don't want to be alone. through along it. Or I also love the 52nd Street is one of my favorites. My Life. I love My Life. And again, Billy Joel is one of the ones where it helps me understand my mother on a certain level. Then we have, this one I bought for my best friend, Legend of Zelda soundtrack. Pretty expensive, but it was worth it. She loves it, and I love it too. It's such a nice, calming, song. And she actually got a kalimba, which is this little thing where you, pick at it. And she learned how to play the intro song or part of it just by listening to it, and it's really cool. I kind of want to learn it on the guitar. Then we have Koto and Flute. I think that's what it says. It's a Japanese music of Kimono Eto or Esto. I can't see the plastic on it. Very relaxing, very nice. And it's something my mother gave me as well, which I believe belonged to my great aunt Phyllis, and she was a really big impact on my parents. Talking for 15 minutes straight, apparently that's too much for me. It was a really big influence on my parents, and honestly me, even though I met her only when I was a baby, but she was very artistic soul and very vibrant, just a very vibrant person. And those stories that I heard from her, I relate to her, and a lot of these I'm saying I relate to her, but she was a big influence on my parents, on their relationship, on my relationship with my parents, on me understanding things, and me being much more open and expressive with my art, and really seeing her art, and having my parents like art, my mother especially liking some abstract things, because I originally I wasn't good at I'm still not that great at just general art, realistic types of art. Not general, but realism and all that. But it helped me open up and be okay with just exploring art. Not the album, but my Aunt Phyllis. And then we have the very first album, which is a really random one, but it's an old edition, one of the old, I don't know how old this is. It's falling apart. But it's the Christmas album, and I listened to it with my fiance at Christmas, and it's all the old Christmas songs, and it's have yourself a merry little Christmas, and let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. So yeah, those are all of my albums that I currently have. I have a bunch more that I'd like to get, but I'm very poor right now, and I can't leave the house anyways, especially because I might be sick and dying, or I just might have sickness, and you're not supposed to leave your house, and I'm not about to risk anybody else, although I feel bad, because the minute I got sick, my first idea was, oh, fuck, my roommate's gonna kill me. And it's also really annoying because I quarantine myself all the time. It was probably the one time I went out, I ended up getting sick, and it upsets me a lot. So that's what we're going to do for today. That's all I've got right now because it's short notice. I was not feeling that great. So I'll try to upload again tomorrow. If my upload schedule is a little bit off or random, it's normally every day or every other day is what I'm aiming for. But if it's a little bit off, it's just because right now I'm not feeling that great. And hopefully I'll be better soon and not dying. And I'll be okay enough to go back to the daily schedule or it'll be either daily or every other day. So that's what you can expect from me on a regular basis. Right now it might be a little off, but hopefully I can at least do that every other day. We'll see what happens. I just need to think of more ideas for videos. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I don't know if I already said this, but I was thinking of doing Q&A. Even if it's one person, if you say one question, 10 questions, I'll answer them. Or I'll just look up some questions. And I don't know if I already said this, but reach 10 subscribers. I know compared to a lot of things, it's not that much, but to me that means a lot because it's like a milestone to me, and I really appreciate every single one of you and every comment, every single thing that anybody says, or even if you don't say anything, you just watch them. I really, really appreciate it. So yeah, I'm a bit off today, a little exhausted, not feeling that great. So let me know what else you want. Comment. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know what your favorite records are. Any recommendations of songs and stuff. And I gotta go because May is upset with me. So subscribe, like, thumbs up, whatever you call it. Please comment. I love the comments. And bye for now. Okay, May. Bye.